Welcome to Touch, a podcast where stories ignite purpose. Here, we explore real life and biblical stories that reveals what it truly means to live with purpose, especially as men navigate today's world. If you've ever felt lost, uncertain, or searching for direction, this podcast is for you. Let's light the way. The title of this episode is Faith Under Fire. Faith Under Fire. So follow me as I read to you. Do not forget that this story is a story that is inspired by the Spirit of God. As you follow through with the story comes a light in your spirit. In IMOLE village, where skill and success defined the people, one family still stood apart, the Hadiba and Wolf family. We have seen their difference, not in status, not in position, but in their source. And within that family was a young girl, Oluwatumise. From a very early age, Oluwatumise and her siblings had been raised differently, while other children were taught to trust in what they could see, touch, and control. They were taught to walk a different path, the path of faith, a path rooted in serving a God they could not see, yet could clearly feel. Because of this, the whisper of the village never shook them. The side talks, the quiet mockery, the constant questioning. How can your God be real if we cannot see him? None of it moved them. Why? Because they had seen his works, not with physical eyes alone, but in their lives, in their peace, in their progress. And so, they made a quiet decision within themselves. They would never waver, not once. Oluwatumise in particular carried something unusual. She had a secret place, a time set apart, a place set apart to commune with God. It was a routine she had followed from childhood, a place of prayer, of listening, of seeing beyond what others could see. And in those moments, something remarkable would happen. She would see, not with ordinary sight, but with understanding. She began to perceive things before they happened. Moments, events, disturbances that were yet to unfold in IMOLE village. And whenever she sensed danger, anything evil, anything troubling, she would quietly pray, not to herself alone, but for the entire village. Afterwards, she would inform her family, and together they would stand in faith, even for the very people who doubted them. But as it is written, in this world you would face tribulations, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. And soon, those words will become reality. Beyond the borders of IMOLE, the neighboring village had grown restless. Their envy had matured into something stronger, something dangerous. And one day, in a place of prayer, Oluwatumise saw it. A disturbance, movements, men gathering, intentions forming. The neighboring villages were coming with strife in their hearts. Immediately she prayed, she called her family, and together they lifted their voices, standing against what was yet to happen, believing it would not stand. But then, it happened. The news spread across IMOLE village like wildfire. They have arrived. The neighboring villages had come, just as she had seen. For a moment, something unfamiliar touched Oluwatumise's heart, not doubt, but weight, a quiet heaviness, because what she had prayed against had still found its way to manifestation. And in that moment, it felt like a personal burden, almost like a silent question. Did I not pray enough? But what she did not yet understand was this: faith is not the absence of battle, it is the strength to stand when the battle comes. The village stood on edge. The tension had risen, the lines were beginning to form, and now both the faith of the Hadiba and Wolf family and the unity of IMOLE village will be tested. Sometimes, seeing ahead is not enough to stop what is coming, but it prepares you for what must be faced. So think of this. When the fire comes, how do you think your faith would react? Would you let it weigh you down? Or better still, let it give you strength? There is always strength made available in faith. The Lord Jesus has given us faith that overcomes the world. So again, I put this question to you. What do you think would happen when you are being tested with fire? Will your faith still stand strong, or would the fire weigh you down? So that will be the end of the episode 2 today. Thank you for listening to Touch. So if this episode ever spoke to you, share it with someone who needs it. And remember, your story is not over. Your purpose is waiting. See you in the next episode. My name still remains Elizabeth. God bless you. Bye.